What's up, guys? Tyler Stewart here, tuning in on the Kanuk YouTube channel. Today I'm heading over to Stewy's house and we're going to be giving you guys a full board tour. This video is just going to be my boards. You can check out the full video with Sam's boards as well and all the crazy builds on Motion Sickness YT, our conjoined YouTube channel. But yeah, here's a small glimpse. Let's get over to Sam's house and dive into the rest of the boards. Sam's got all these crazy boards, and then I brought my whole collection, so I'll show you the first board I ever rode and the first board I won a world championship on, and then all my pro models since then in the different designs. We're also going to be talking about what makes a good board. Let's get down there and let's start going through these boards. Starting off, this was my first ever Kanuk board. I rode a pretty average board before this, and it was definitely hindering my skills. So right when I switched to Kanuk, they sent me this board. I hopped on it, and this is when like my wake surfing started to take off. So all credits to this board. It's just way thinner than my previous one at the time, and it's just lighter. You have so much more board control. The edges are sharper. The overall performance of this board made me step up my game a bunch, and that was the first year I went to the world championship in semi-pro and won it on this board right here. So that started a whole list of boards with Kanuk. My first pro model ever is right here. So I created this board in 2020. It's the same shape. I love this board so much I didn't want to change it. All we did was added some extra weight for swing weight. When you're kicking the board anything more than a 3 shove, honestly a lighter board isn't always the best. A little bit heavier will keep that momentum going. So we added a little bit of weight, changed up the traction, changed up the design. This is my first ever pro model with Kanuk. Ended up winning the world championship in pro skim, my first year pro riding this board. So this board means a lot to me. All right, next we got my 2021 pro model right here. So I love the shape and the design so much that we just change up the graphics every year. So on this board, we went with the carbon fiber on the background, and then I was just in the middle of buying a camper van and building it out. So I wanted to kind of put some of my real life experience into my art on my boards. So that's why we got the camper van there. Yeah, this year I drove that van all the way down to Arizona for college. So yeah, this board design, I think it's one of my favorites. So that's 2021. Now my 2022 board is somewhere around here. So 2022, changed up the design again. Went with this nice sunset sunrise type graphic. Still definitely one of my favorites. I think it's like one of the most visually appealing of them all. So my best year of wake surfing was probably on this board, competition wise. Went undefeated the entire year and then won the world championship again in 2022 and then got nominated for Rider of the Year. So this board means a lot to me as well. It's hanging up in my basement. But yeah, 2022 was one of my best seasons. Next, we got 2023. Went with this Surf Shack design, we called it. This one actually might be my all-time favorite. It just looks so good for pictures and video. And then this was the year that I really started riding surf style. Everyone in Minnesota grows up riding skim. We didn't even think about riding surf style or doing tricks on surfboards. But once I got competing, met all the surf guys. So I had Kanuk make me a surfboard with my first pro model graphic. It's the Burnsy Pro shape, which is maybe everyone's favorite shape for surf style and wake surfing. Currently, I'm riding this surf. It's pretty similar. I just added a ton of wax in this wax track. So if you don't know, wax tracks, it's the sticker that goes behind your wax, allows it to make these nice bumps super easily. But this is my current surfboard. So 2024, this was my graphic. I love the tiki head vibe with the full carbon background. Went down to a 49-inch board to help it spin a little more. We built this board with straps. We just screwed them right through the bottom. This was the board that we hit all the rails on, so it's super banged up, but even still, it's still rideable. The Kanuk will never fall apart. I've never snapped it. Every board, no matter what I do, still rideable. So we got these these straps drilled right in. Learned some backflips on it. Did some wakeboarding on it. Hit some rails, some front boards. Yeah, so this board, super fun. Honestly, straps, great way to practice other tricks. And then, so 2025, this is my new Pro Modle graphic. I'm pretty stoked about this one. Told the designer that I need me jumping off a cliff into a hot tub with some chicks. So, yeah, that's what we did. We got like this whole cliff jump scene. Jet going up here with all these passport stamps where we went: Japan, Dubai, Minnesota, Hong Kong, Arizona. Yeah, and then we got these ladies in the hot tub. They're stoked that I'm hopping in. And yeah, so dude, hit up Kanuk, DM me on Instagram. I'll get you set up with one of these boards. You got to get dialed for the summer. You got to get on one. All right. For the surf style, same thing. My new graphic, got this brand new Kanuk. Hit me up if you want to get one. This was a fun one. So we've been purposely destroying this board as much as possible. You'll see a video coming soon. But we actually shot this with my 22 and ran it over, and we threw it off the roof. We jumped on it, tried to break it. Like I said, can't break it. Bullet hole went straight through. Straight through, you can kind of see where it came out. Still rideable, come on. I think that's pretty much it for my boards. We got a bunch more boards at home: wakeboards, skimboards, skateboards, longboards, snowboards. I'm just focused on wake surfboards today. In my opinion, if you're shopping for a skimboard, I would say don't cheap out, because you're gonna end up buying the high performance one eventually. There's no such thing as like a cheap board for learning. I always just put people on the same board that I ride. You're gonna get better way faster. You'll start with a fin. Obviously I take my fin out, but as long as you have a fin, it's a beginner board. You're gonna be able to ride it. And the thing about these Kanuk skim boards, they're flatter, sharper edges, lighter, more durable. It's gonna help you learn your tricks, stay in the wave, generate speed, keep your momentum way better when you're riding revert. So all these things are factors. And
if you're looking for a board, I would just reach out to us. Definitely go for a carbon Pro Modle of some kind if you're going for skim. Don't get a cheap compression molded board.
Check out my new Pro Modle at kanukboardco.com or at the Wake Surf Party, my website. All right, guys, there you have it. That's my side of the lineup. If you want to grab a board, send me a message on Instagram or hit up thewakesurfparty.com. I can help you with sizing, getting the right board for you, and get you on the water progressing as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.